Ladies and gentlemen, in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys my Fortnite settings for Chapter 4 Season 4. I'm going to be showing you everything from my keyboard keybinds to my controller settings to even my game UI. If you guys do enjoy, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. And also, if you change anything of your settings or learn anything from this video, let me know in the comments down below so I can help other people. Let's get right into it. Alright, so let's go ahead and start out here by going all the way to my settings, and we're going to start off with the first tab. So my video settings, my brightness is on 100, my user interface contrast is literally none, I don't use colorblind mode. Well, actually I do. Try nope 10. I didn't even know. My motion blur is off and my show FPS is off because FPS and ping is a mindset. Next up, going up to the game settings. These are general game settings. Everybody that plays Fortnite has these custom to their own liking. I play on NA East, 43 ping. Sometimes it goes up to 60 to 70 ping. That's, you know, on the more congested nights, but I'm on NA East. Of course, my language is just default. I have toggle sprint on, auto open doors on, and mental activation at hold jump, just because these are just no-brainer settings that I have. For combat, I have hold to swap pickup off. Toggle targeting is off. Mark danger when targeting is on, just because I like to let my teammates know where the danger's at. Here are all my preferred item slots. So of course, AR, shotgun, SMG in the first one. I actually don't carry an SMG this season, so I would replace this with, like, I don't know, a utility or a launcher or something like that. I actually don't carry an SMG this season. And then the last two slots are just for, you know, heals and stuff like that. And how could you forget auto sort consumables to the right? One of the most important settings to have on, especially when you're playing Fortnite. I mean, preferred item slots kind of makes this not needed. So, like, even if I turn that off, my confirmed item slots are just gonna default to what they're at now. So you really don't need this on anymore, but I just keep it on because it's on. Reset building choice is on, disable pre-edit option is on, turbo building is on, auto confirm edits are on. Everybody has these settings on, whether you're on keyboard and mouse or controller. Everything down here is basically on default except for my record replays and everything. I have to keep these on for recording videos and things like that. Over here to my UI settings. So these are just general game settings, UI, stuff like that. I got my reticle on. Most times I would turn this off, especially when I'm playing creative and I'm just practicing. I'll turn this off just so I can practice. But most of the time it's on. My damage numbers are cumulative. I don't really know what that means, dumbass, but I don't put it on list because list looks weird. And then reticle damage feedback, I have hit and icons. You know, just because I like to know that I'm hitting when I placing shots, of course. HUD scale at 75. I like mine a little bit smaller, just because, you know, the regular is just a little bit too big for my liking. Shows everything here is on except for net debug stats. Everything else here is on. Now, I don't know who uses this. This is primarily for controller, but I do not use gyro. I don't know any people that do. Like I said, I believe this is only for controller, but I don't use it. Even when I do play controller, I don't use it. Now, there was one time I did use it just to try it out because it was new, but that's pretty much it. I never use it.
We don't care.
Over here to the most important, like, tab in this entire thing. This is where I generally control my mouse sensitivities, my keyboard movements, and everything else. So my sensitivities are 15-15. I recently switched to a higher sensitivity because I was a low sense player playing. I used to aim with my whole arm, like window washing. Now I play with my wrist. So I have this on a faster sensitivity. I have my mouse DPI on a faster one. I'm not sure my exact mouse DPI because you can't really customize that on console. But, you know, when you press a little button under, it makes like a little light so you can tell what sensitivity you're actually on. My targeting sensitivity is 32.0. My scope sensitivity is 20.0. I might turn this one up and this one down, who knows. My build now I'm glad they added these two sensitivities, building and editing sensitivity, because for the longest time they were locked to your general aim sensitivities and it just didn't work. So building sensitivity, I have this set at 100, and editing sensitivity, I have this set a little bit slower. That way I can hit edits more consistently. I have lock input as mouse on, even though this doesn't really work for console, to be honest. And more is for PC, but I have it on. And then use custom diagonals. I do have this on. I'm not 100% sure what this does. I know it has something to do with double movement, but beyond that, I really don't know what this does. And then these things down here are basically just the default options. Over here to the controller options. So these and this are really subjective. It depends on what videos I'm watching or who I'm playing with, or just, you know, what kind of thing I'm trying to aim for. My controller settings are never the same because I'm constantly changing things. I'm constantly doing different things, and especially when it comes to the PS5 and adaptive triggers and stuff. We're gonna go through all of that. So controller auto run is on, build immediately, builder pro is on, edit and slide hold time are to the smallest amounts, that way I can do them as fast as possible. I'm not even sure what these mean, but they're off and to like the minimal. And then I have vibration off because who likes vibration? Down here to these, so I use advanced options for my sensitivity. So these I don't even touch. My build and edit sensitivity multipliers are at 1x and 2x respectively. I use advanced options. My look horizontal speed is at 30/30 because I just like the same things. These are both at 0 because I don't know what they do. And this is 0 because I don't know what it does. Instant boost when building is off because I don't know what it does. And then down here towards advanced aim down sight sensitivity, all this is set to default except for these two. I set these at 10/10 because I like the slower controller aim. I don't know why, I just do. So down here is probably one of the most important settings for controller, the aim assist stuff. So I have my look dampening at 0. I play with a look input curve of linear. I used to be on exponential, and now I'm on linear. And then my aim assist strength is on 0. So I do know a couple pros. From what I've heard, it's a complete disadvantage and you're doing yourself a disservice. So I leave it at 100 because I'm bad on controller anyway. Except for you guys, if you guys have seen my latest video. Boom, okay, 11, nice. Laser this dude. Ooh, nice. Boom. I was popping off on controllers, so I can't even say that anymore. Down here are my stick dead zones, and then down here at adaptive triggers, I have these disabled because from what I'm told, it actually kills your PS5 controller's battery, so I have these turned off. Down here at volume, this is completely subjective. I mean, I don't know if you want to follow this or not. My main is at 100. I never touch this. My music is at 10%. My sound effects are at 30 because I think it's a good volume. I actually might bring this up to like 40 just because. So what I have is I have this you know, done to prevent it being too loud on stream. And especially with my mixer, I can control how loud things are from my mixer. So I prefer to keep everything here pretty low so that I can keep everything on the mixer high. All of this is at 100% except for picture in picture. I don't even know what picture in picture is. It's just at 50 because that was the default. Down here at sound, I have 3D headphones off. This is only because my headphones are not plugged directly into my PS5. They're plugged into a mixer, which is connected to the PS5. So I actually can't use this, even though I think it'd be pretty cool. Subtitle options are at default. I don't change that. And then visualize sound effects. If you're not playing with these, you're at a complete disadvantage. All the voice chat here is subjective. I have it set at friends and teammates. I have it set to open mic because if my PS5 option is that when I log in, it's always unmuted. So I can keep this at open mic and I can just unplug the microphone when I'm not using it, and then I'll plug it back in when I'm ready to speak. And then all licensed audio is turned off just because, of course, I'm a streamer, content creator, and I don't want to get copyrighted. Next up are the second most important things about playing on keyboard. The the keyboard keybinds. So of course, all of this is set to default. My movement WASD, jump spacebar, sprint is left, shift, of course, auto run is left, alt, force jog is F5 because I use the TKL keyboard. Down here at combat, so I have fire at left mouse button, but I also have it at scroll wheel up just because of the charged shotgun this season. I recently started using it again. It's completely broken. Like with scroll wheel up, I know you don't have to charge it, you can just click it down, but I prefer to use scroll wheel up because it's faster in my opinion. So there's that. Targeting, of course, is right mouse button. Reload is R, uses G. I've recently found out that G is better for me to use. And then harvesting tool through weapon slot 5 is 1 through 6, of course. Down here at building, so my wall is actually my thumb. My wall and my floors are actually my 2 thumb mouse buttons. My stairs, my wall and my stairs are my 2 mouse buttons, and then my floor and my roof are set to E and Q respectively. My building edit is, and now this is something that Logan taught me. If you're watching this, Logan, shout out to you. Logan taught me to have 2 edit binds. So my regular edit bind to initiate the edit is F, but to reset it's mouse wheel down. So it's actually 100% faster than pressing F to make the edit and then pressing F again and then resetting the edit. Instead, you can just scroll wheel down. It initiates the reset and it resets and confirms all at the same time. It's actually wonderful. I don't know how I ever reset or build without it. I'm never changing it. So now here are my controller keybinds. I don't play controller every single day. Attack / confirm is of course R2. My next weapon is R1. My previous weapon is this one right here. You guys can't see that. Hold on. There we go. This one right here. My inventory is the up inventory slot. Place marker is this one. Squad comms is this one. Emote is this one. I'm kind of disoriented, but there you go. Left sprint is, which one is it? I think L is this one right here. And then crouch / slide is this one. Toggle pickaxe is triangle. Reload is square. Switch mode is circle. And X is jump, of course, because why wouldn't it be? So this was a little bit of a shorter video, but I wanted to give you guys my Fortnite 2023 keybinds for Chapter 4, Season 4. I'm having a blast this season. I've been changing my settings a bunch to match up with how I want to play and, you know, do better. And I've been practicing a crap ton. So if you guys do watch and enjoy, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe with the bell. And I'll catch you in the next.